Hey guys, Dr. Sniffers here, and today I am reviewing another 3.75 inch figure. Now, this, as you can see, is the Ice Warrior, as appeared in the Series 7 episode Cold War. Now, this figure was released as part of the original 3.75 inch wave back in mid-2013. So you're probably wondering why I'm reviewing him. Well, I recently said I would not be collecting 3.75 inch figures, but after seeing the 12th Doctor in his costume from Argos, I'm probably going to get that. And any 3.75 inch figures I do get, I will be reviewing. So I reviewed most of this wave a while ago, but I've still got this Ice Warrior and the Weeping Angel to review. So even though these reviews probably won't get many initial views because they're old products, I'd like to finish off the wave just in case if I do any future 3.75 inch figure reviews, so that it's all tidied up. Like, this wave is done, so I can move on to any new ones. And I think I will end up collecting in full these figures, because I'm really starting to miss the collecting and, like, you know, racing out to the shops, trying to get them and review them before everyone else does. It was really fun. And it's the only way I've realised that I'm going to get new characters for my collection, because any 5-inch ones that come out from Underground Toys are most likely to be classics. So if I want any of the new characters from Series 8 or whatever comes next, this is the only way I'm going to get them. So I'm doing these two 3.75 inch figures just to tidy up, finish off reviewing the initial wave, even though they are quite old. So let's get on with it. The first thing I'm going to review about this Ice Warrior is, I nearly called him a Zygon there. Ice Warrior is the packaging. So let's review that. So here we go. Here is the Ice Warrior in his packaging. He is magically gone back into his packaging. No, obviously I recorded this bit before the last bit. But anyway, we have his name, we have the logo, we have character options, 6 figures to collect, and at the top we have Series 7 figure collection with the TARDIS, BBC logo, and the 5+. And on the back, once again, we have the figures available, we have product information, a QR code, and we have information on the time zone playsets. At the top is just some more logos and branding. You may have noticed that lighting was like a bit different, and like I didn't have my new external mic in, which obviously makes my voice a bit clearer. That's because that segment was recorded well over a year ago, before I opened this figure. So let's review him. What comes in the box? Well, the 3.75 inch Ice Warrior, and of course his base. The base is standard to the original wave. It's a blue Doctor Who logo. Wave 2 had like a grey base, and the new Wave 3 has a red base. So I'm not going to be bringing that back. I might stand him on it later, but for now I'm going to just review the actual figure and ignore the base. So what have we got? Well, this figure is brilliant. He's well, obviously he's the first. Sorry, just getting a focus. He's the first modern Ice Warrior figure we've had. But that's because they've only had one appearance in the current series, and that was Series 7. I like the modern take on the Ice Warriors, just like I like the modern take on the Zygons from the 50th. And this figure's very accurate. It's a lovely detail figure. It's definitely one of the best 3.75 inch figures released so far. I still think that the Cyberman from Nightmare in Silver is by far the best. But this is brilliant, this figure. It's a very solid figure. It's quite chunky because of the body armour it's wearing. But the detail is great. And it's got good articulation. So obviously, as I've been doing for the last 4 years, let's start with the detail. So, what have we got in this figure? Well, the detail going around the head is fantastic. We have his red eyes. Well, like, we all know this is like a helmet. So, they're not really eyes, but let's call them eyes. He got his eyes, and you can see his mouth poking out through the bottom. The whole helmet has like the scales and like sections to it, and it's painted a darker green to the lower part of the body. Very cool, very nice. As you can see, different shades of paint. The eyes are actually more metallic orange and red, which is again screen accurate, so that's very good. Going down the body, it's almost like a tortoise, like we've got, and alligator, like we've got again the scales and the like this crest running down his front. all of this body is painted different shades, from a very metallic limeish light green to a very dark green in places. Going around the back, we have more like the crocodile alligator appearance of the Ice Warriors. And again, we have this like crest running down and finishing off down his back as you get further, curving in around his abdomen. And this again is raised off the actual back, so you have this like two leveled parts of the figure, and it's very nice. His upper arms are, again, they're just carrying on this scaly appearance. Nothing really changes on this figure, to be honest, but it's great detailing all over. Going down onto his legs is more scales and segments. And this figure has a unique texture. It's kind of like, as you rub your finger over it, it's got all the different layers because it's so bulgy in places. It's really quite cool. And then down the feet, well, they're what you'd expect from this figure by now after watching the rest of this, because they are covered in scales. So, aside from the fairly simple, well no, I wouldn't say simple, that's the wrong word. How should I say? The detail is the same all over, but it's brilliant. There's nothing to complain about here. It's great detail. So what articulation have we got? Well, the head moves a little bit, but as I'm like a veteran collector, I know that this will probably move all the way around, but it's not worth doing so because it makes it very loose. The upper arms and the shoulder, we have the ball joints, which were introduced in 2011, and they have been a key feature of basically every figure since. In the arms, we have no second joint, which were excluded from the 3.75 inch figures, but it's not really a problem because the distance between the upper arm is so much smaller than it was before. There would be no need for the twistiness at the 90 degrees rotation at the shoulder and then need a second joint down here. It would just be pointless because you could like bend up and then bend down and have a tiny bit that's a different angle. Then the elbow does the standard 90 degrees you'd expect, and the hands don't swivel. I was expecting them to swivel. They might be very stuck on my figure, but nope. I don't think they're meant to swivel either. Oh well. Going down to, so if we put the arms out so we can get to the hip. We have no like waist joint, but we do have ball jointed hips. So the legs can move out and in and back and forth, of course. We got no thigh joint or anything, or no lower leg joint. We do have 90 degrees at his knee. And again, like the hands, the feet don't swivel, even though I was expecting them to. So, what would I say about this figure? Well, it's quite an old figure now, and I'm sure most people watching this would already have it. I'm sure you'd just be watching it for the sake of watching the video. Some people might... Oh, yeah, I'm going to put him on his base. Some people might actually, like, genuinely be debating whether to buy this figure or not, if they're, like, new to collecting, going back a bit, or just starting the 3.75 inch wave, or range, should I say. And would I recommend this figure? Yes, he's definitely one of the best of all the ones I've got, but I've only got the complete wave 1, so I can't really say for like the Zygon. I'd be interested to see the Zygon in wave 2, and I think the 10th Doctor in wave 3 looks very good. But this dude here is still by far my favourite of the 3.75 inch figures. Love this figure. He's one of my favourite figures. I think I put him in my top 10 countdown at Christmas, which was really weird, putting a 3.75 inch figure against 5 inches. As you can see, there's Ice Warrior is significantly taller than some of the figures. So he's definitely a good figure. He's really good, in fact. 100% recommend him. Articulation, well, I haven't really given the new like articulation much thought, so I can't really give like a good rating. But I definitely give the articulation a maybe 7 out of 10. I think the lacking of the hands and the feet movement is a bit annoying, and the head doesn't really move very well. So I would give him a 7 out of 10 for articulation. But detail, I would give a 9 out of 10. The detail that's there is absolutely fantastic. That's what I do like about these 3.75 inch figures. The detail is somewhat better, and there's quality control is better than the 5 inches. But there's very limited detail on this figure. It's the same all over. So I'm going to give him a 9. He drops to 1 for the limited side. So 9 out of 10 detail, 7 out of 10 articulation. So 100% recommend him. By now you probably get him for like £4 or £5 somewhere. And yeah, that's the Ice Warrior from Cold War. Next review will come anytime soon. It will be of the Weeping Angel from Wave 1, so I can finish off this wave. And then I will be reviewing the 5th Doctor's and the 8th Doctor's sonic screwdrivers, and possibly some of Wave 2 or Wave 3. So, thanks for watching, guys. Remember, I'm trying to bring my channel back into the light, so I'm going to be doing lots more videos, lots more news, lots more episode reviews when Series 8 starts. I'm going to be just trying to get as many videos out as possible. So, thanks for watching, and look out for the Weeping Angel review, which will probably be next. Thanks for watching. Bye.